cells, the tau protein is involved in creating the cytoskeleton, which is the support structure for your cell. And
including neurons?
Yes,
okay.
specifically in neurons.
Okay.
And what the tau protein does is it helps form these structures, and when it's forming these structures, sometimes they can get tangled and cause buildups that will lead to cell atrophy, and basically your cells start dying, and that's a bad thing, obviously.
Yes.
And what we're investigating is, well, there's these buildups. Are human lysosomes capable of breaking down these buildups or not, specifically with these slightly abnormal tau proteins?
Yeah.
And this is directly in support of the work that on LysoSens that they're doing at Arizona. I believe it's the Biodesign Institute. Yeah, because we received the project from them. So what we're doing is contributing to an even larger project at another college, and just from my personal experience, I'm being networked with all kinds of experts in the field just by my involvement in this project.
Right.
So it works out great. We're assisting them with work. They can do more advanced things that we're not capable of doing at this point, but we're able to work on this for them, and we're getting all this network established and everything. It's a wonderful thing for everybody.
Yeah, so for the audience member there, we covered things here in pretty good detail. I want to summarize a little bit just to make sure that we're on the right wavelength here. There are 3 strands of SENS that deal with junk or misformed, malformed proteins within the body, things that can't be digested. We've got intracellular junk, extracellular junk. But there are 3 strands of SENS that deal with finding enzymes that can break down some of these proteins, these undigestible proteins in your body that cause pathology and disease. And one of them that is related to this is tau protein that accumulates, right? And especially the isoforms of the tau protein that get tangled within your neurons in your brain. And the LysoSens project is trying to find natural enzymes, bacterial enzymes, that we can use to basically put in the human body, to assist in the breakdown of these bad proteins and this junk that is building up within and without and in between our cells that cause some of the aspects of aging and some of the diseases related to aging. So that's where we're headed, and I hope that answers the question for the audience member there. If LysoSens indeed does find some enzymes that can digest this junk within the cells and in between the cells, it is hoped that this will help in a cure for Alzheimer's. And I'm just saying this is very generic. If there is an enzyme that is found, that someone would be able to take this enzyme, inject it, or oral supplementation. I don't know how it would exactly work, but it would help digest some of these proteins that build up within the cells or between the cells, and that would hopefully cure Alzheimer's disease, or help to cure it, or alleviate some of the symptoms. And I've got that pretty much correct, right, Kelsey?
Yep, couldn't have said it better myself.
Okay, a little bit rambling there, but I spit it out. So hey, great question though from the audience members, and I see there's a few of you out there. So again, if you have any questions for Kelsey, please go ahead. But now I just wanted to say, since Kelsey has just recently read the Ending Aging book and kind of become in contact with some of the longevity organizations out there, what's your opinion of the Immortality Institute? I'm sure you've networked now with a lot of people. Are you a advocate now? Extreme Life Extension? Are you on the bandwagon?
I'm definitely on the bandwagon with Extreme Life Extension. I've actually just recently been aware of the Immortality Institute and the forums, although I've started posting. I have a blog on there with the most recent updates from our undergraduate research initiative.
I'll put up a graphic of that right now, yes.
But I've been, really impressed with how you guys have been developing things, and the big thing is the wide range of topics that you cover. You can go in those forums and find just about anything, and to me, it's excellent reading. Some of it speculative, some of it professional, but all of it talking about these things that we should be addressing, and I'm really in favor of it. I like how you guys have been doing things.
Yeah, it is wide ranging. The forums do have a lot of information. The Institute's been around for 6 years officially now. So yeah, and most members are interested in all aspects of life extension. So you're right, you can get lost reading a lot of different stuff in the forums in the Immortality Institute. But you're right, though, as well, it's a good place to reach out to people who are very excited about life extension research and excited about SENS. It's a great opportunity to network. So I'm glad that you ended up posting a little bit in the forums, and you have a blog there. And I want to encourage everyone to also check out Kelsey's blog and check out the MFURI website for more information. I'll put that picture up again of the homepage of the MFURI, Methuselah Foundation Undergraduate Research Initiative. A lot of good information there about how you can get scholarship and how you can start a research team. So, yeah, Kelsey, again, then you're kind of on the bandwagon here of ending aging, let's say, and also extreme life extension. Now, how optimistic are you that, say, 5 years from now, that at least three strands of SENS have significant positive movement? Say, lysosens targets an enzyme, and it's in clinical trials within 5 years. What do you think?
Well, being of scientific nature, it's not my place to speculate.
Okay.
And
Okay.
I mean, I'm an undergraduate student that's trying to make the best contributions
Sure.
possible. I haven't read enough in that sort of area to know how like the cutting edge, top of the line, most recent research is going.
Okay.
That's the thing in science. You kind of specialize. Like for the public, you can see overviews of what's developing and whatnot. But as someone that's interested in science, you largely focus on your particular area of expertise and focus in on your little thing
Sure.
and push that as far as you can. So
Yeah.
I don't want to make any broad guesses
That's all
in
right.
the dark
That's all
about
right.
that.
Sure.
But I would say soon, like to me, it makes sense to me that humans, being biological organisms, are large machines. Like I agree with that model, and I completely agree with the fact that humans can be fixed. Anything that goes wrong with us is fixable. It's just a matter of having the knowledge and technology and whatever else is required to fix the problem.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, a very complicated machine. Very complicated, hard, difficult to understand all of the things that go on.
I would like to touch on something else too.
Sure, go right ahead.
Everyone's been talking about this, great program that's for students and everything, but the Methuselah Foundation Undergraduate Research Initiative also does reach out to just regular people as well. There's a lot of people on the Methuselah Foundation forums and the Immortality Institute forums and elsewhere that are interested in, again, like the literature reviews and things like that for us. And the thing is, you don't necessarily have to be a student to take advantage of this program.
Sure.
As far as the funding options and getting scholarships, that's more intended for students. But if you're, someone that's a business person and you just happen to have an interest in this sort of stuff and want to do some reading, we have use for you, and we have use for just about everyone that wants to contribute. So get in touch with us and get on board with us, because this is a great opportunity for everybody.
Yeah, that is a very good point. I'm glad you made that about, there are people out there, I would just call them, a lot of people at the Immortality Institute are life extension hobbyists. They're
Sure.
willing, they're willing to do whatever it takes to help out SENS, to help out extreme life extension research, and you don't have to be a student. You don't have to be a PhD to contribute in a positive way. All it takes is a little effort, a little time, maybe a little donation here and there. It's all very welcome, and it will all help in the long run. So, hey, great point. I'm glad you brought that up, Kelsey. Before we're done here with the interview, I just want to ask anyone in the audience if you have any last questions here, but I'll let you promote anything that you have coming up, or any other items you wanted to mention here, Kelsey, before we get to the end of the program. Any other thing you want to mention?
I just wanted to mention too that there's the Aging Conference at University of California in LA, and there's going to be a lot of us from the Methuselah Foundation there. And if it's possible for anyone to make it out to that, that's going to be a great opportunity for everyone to see what some of the cutting ground technology and latest breakthroughs are in this area.
Hey,
So
I'll see you out there.
you're going to be there?
Yeah, I've got my ticket booked already. That's right.
Well, I do too. I'll have to meet up with you out there then.
Yeah, I'm hoping to see a lot